Всем привет, и мы продолжаем. Так, новое задание. Да, по сути нет. Да, давайте, мы хотели это продолжить, давайте его и закончим. А далее, надеюсь, что успеем и сюжет. Так, и это у нас не Хогсмит. Это у нас где? Где-то внизу. А, мы его и не выполним, мы туда не можем пройти, блин. То есть когда-нибудь потом. Фигом. Не знаю. Сюда, наверное. Дофига бежать-то.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Когда-нибудь потом.
I think I know how.
Да вы угораете, что ли? Куда вы набежали-то, блин, все? Ага, это потом. Поппи. Ладно, с Поппи хотя бы задания какие-то веселые, прикольные.
Revelio.
Вроде ничего не пропустили.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have
Подготовился
Polyjuice Potion to
дед.
change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Мушкетер, блин.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
По сути, вроде недалеко бежать. Заодно никогда не поздно просканировать.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children. Chewing with your
Я и
mouth
сканировать-то
open?
ничего не могу.
Where are your
А карта? Карта вроде работает. Но перемещаться тоже не могу, понятно. Надо сейчас повстречать будет всех и вся.
What could the headmaster want?
Да, конечно, разбежался.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor Black.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Так, бежим дальше.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I haven't time
нормальный
for
директор.
any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
В лице
Move
меня.
aside.
No, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Что тебе надо? Ну-ка.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Так, и зачем нам чаша?
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Ну, не знаю, либо первая, либо последняя, наверное.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Ладно. Ой. Да.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Еще не обновилась.
Revelio.
Что-то синенькое.
Confringo. Revelio.
Это мы удачно зашли. Что с сундуком такое?
Aloha Mora.
Телепорт. Так, вот, наверное, сейчас как раз ачивочку-то мы и схватим. Подняться на самую высокую башню. Какой ты большой и толстый.
Revelio.
Вроде тут где-то. Или опять подо мной где-то. Просто издеваются. Да, явно. Тут что есть что?
Revelio.
Тут уже далеко мы где-то, да?
Revelio.
Зачем такое делать? А как туда пройти? Ну, тут же прям тут вот. Что, дверь? Это дверь, ёлки-палки. Пойди еще внутри тут. Выходи.
Revelio.
Еще тут что-нибудь секретное есть, нет? Все. Еще где-то, вон там. Второй уровень.
Revelio.
Где-то тут же ведь должно быть, ну. Ой, я либо вообще слепой, либо что со мной не так-то. Что-то пишет. Это явно не кровать. Ладно, идем дальше.
Revelio.
Нет, тут.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Там зеркальце, да? Заодно надо и бабочку поискать тогда. На всякий. Вот прям вот тут вот где-то вот должно быть.
Revelio.
Наверное, многие думают, что-то ты тупишь сильно. Так и есть. Ладно, идем дальше.
Revelio.
Фух. Тут явно что-то надо сделать, но что, я не знаю.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos.
Так, понятно, что ничего не понятно. Какая-то дверь-звезда.
Revelio.
Блин, ну что это ты все дзынькал, а? Да нифига, да, подобного. Пара-па-пам. Там у нас не звезда, дверь.
Revelio.
И здесь я тоже бабочки синенькой нигде не вижу. Наверное, надо двигать дальше. Давай, тут что, зажечь можно, нет?
Bombarder. Confringo.
Нет, ты не зажечь. Все, погнали.
Toujours
Так.
pure. Revelio.
Он, кажется, я и бабочку видел.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Типа директора, да, бывшие. И директрисы. Ну, ладушки.
Revelio.
Ой, там что-то синенькое. А, это с другой стороны.
Confringo.
Кажется, в фильмах тут был. По фильмам, точнее.
Aloha Mora.
Начнем с этого. И что тут? И да, что-то есть. А вот, может, тут и надо нам. Или может не тут. Да, третья дверь. Да, вообще замок прям старый-старый. Тырень.
Revelio.
Ячейка взята. Но больше тут ничего взять нельзя, походу. Нет, что? Ключ доступа. Куда? Вроде тут больше нечего смотреть. Прикольно, прикольно.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Ох.
Revelio.
Короче, с этими дзыньками я не понимаю. А, это нет, там. Ячейки снаряжения уже заполнены. Нет. Так, и взять уже нельзя, да? Они просто заполнены у нас. Так, где дверь? Вот дверь. Вроде еще одна тут дверь была, нет разве? Или я окно за дверь принял? Ну, ладно.
Revelio.
Два сундука, где они? Еще выше.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Штука, что светилась. А что ты взять не можешь? Такие нафиг чашки, мужик. На секунду прервусь. Так, и продолжаем. Продолжаем пытаться взять этот листок. Да, и пошел. Ага.
Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Eve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
I've had enough of Fellscroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Ладно, просто по точкам бежим и все, не паримся.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
То есть мне как-то тихонько надо, да? Так не работает. Ну ладно, мы прошли.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come and leave. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Так, у меня почему-то кнопка висит пропустить. Это видос пропустить или полностью вот все вот это прохождение?
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Что за приколы? И как? Лестница типа? Ага. Туда нельзя.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Нифига их тут, как тут. Ладно, хватит. Тут прям сюда смотрит, блин.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Вроде ты меня не видишь. О, опять это чудо.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Возвращаться куда?
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
А отвар тут можно пить, да? Ведь? Ни магии, ничего нету. Ну, допустим. Нет, ты не сюда идешь. Как вариант, за ним пойдем. Давай куда-нибудь направо поверни. Это, конечно, весело, но что-то не очень.
I think I'm invisible.
И что, меня типа сейчас видеть не будет никто? Можно не париться?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Такое нам нравится.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You who have run death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Магическая палочка, у которой заканчивается магия. Или нет? Или нет? Ох, какая ты! И нельзя ведь? Вниз оттолкнуть у нас есть. И такое все. Курица. Прилетели злые курицы. Так, с дверями также все плохо. Нифига себе. Ну, погнали.
Bombarder. Defender. Stupefy. Bombarder.
Тут отпрыгивать надо. Ладно. Тренировка. Что-то делать. Да, походу фигня это затянется. Желательно, чтобы не более 13 минут это все было. Давай. Босс-файт. Так, комбинацию и завершить бой. Все понятно. Какой-то неправильный кроль. Что ли кто-то? Ой, у меня же есть это. Почему мне работа данная недоступна? Так, собрались. Да... А, ну, теперь да. Так, я магию велику не собрал, конечно.
Revelio. The star. This must be for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Что за неугодно?
Dear sweet Neve.
Let us always honor. We won't be the same without her.
Надо ее от смерти спасти. А это у нас философский камень в руке, да? Ведь? Как нет-то?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Ну нет, не философский. Обломчик.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Угу. Воспоминания. О, так это такое... Ну ладно, меня радует, что не прыжки какие-то там и через порталы фигню таскать. Ладно, это было поинтересней. Меня это устраивает. Приемлемо. А, и тут уже девушка, а не мужик. До этого мужики были. Тетя взяла, создала себе мир свой. Со своими скульптурами. Бульк.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
А в чем проблема-то? Она же вроде как плохие воспоминания, что ли, забирает или что? Ну ладно, разберемся. Хотя вряд ли. Сколько уж прошли, блин, я еще не разобрался. Так, еще одно окошко. Ух ты, индийцы.
Someone completed the first 3 trials.
It is, and I have.
But you are so
young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you.
Я молод,
The
а ты
pensive
мертв
memory
уже.
I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Угораете, что ли? Все воспоминания, которые я видел, это просто картинки, блин. Мини-видосики.
I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Угу. Так, не совсем понятно, то ли это воспоминание она крадет, то ли чувство. Если она крадет чувство, то это стремновато, конечно. А если именно плохие воспоминания забирают, тогда... Почему и нет? Ах, и... Что же у нас осталось? 3 минуты. Что мы успеем сделать за эти 3 минуты? Посмотреть кучу заданий, которые к нам соло натащили. Болтовня, болтовня. Это не будем делать пока. Это далеко где-то. Нас туда не пускают. Вот, с Диком. Феникс. Вот, это вот следующее будет задание в следующей серии. Самое первое. А потом болтовня, болтовня. И... бомбарда требуется. Она есть у нас, все нормально. Так, и в этом акте у нас всего 3 задания. Ну, 4 выходит. Себастьян и еще какие-то 3 дополнительные. Ну, по сути, основные. Которые надо будет выполнить. Но сначала Феникс. Потому что Феникс нужен, чтобы улучшать шмотки. Ну и он нужен для ачивки. Надо их размножить. Да, так и поступим. Сначала Феникс, потом болтовня и потом сюжет. Ну, скорее всего, до этого там еще нам совы накидают столько. Аж не горюй. Ладно, всем спасибо. До встречи в следующей серии.